The AFL gods are doing all they can to help out poor old Port, but it's not going to be enough to stop the high-flying Crows. Look, enjoying our videos and tips and predictions, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and engage with us through the weekend, and let us know what you're tipping in all of the matches or what you think of our tips. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on these videos. And don't forget to head over to bets.com.au and check out the full game analysis over there. Now, let's get into it. The weather gods, the AFL gods, whatever you want to call them, are sending heavy rain in the city of Churches all week. There's going to be showers on Saturday, and the temp is cold, between 10 and 13 degrees. Look, this is going to help Port, but I'm still predicting the Adelaide Crows to win, but only by a 1-39 margin. Look, the Crows are flying. They're my tip at the moment to actually win the premiership. Look, they've got everything in attack. They've got their targets down front with Tilthorpe. You've got Tex. You've got Fogarty. But the key actually for the Crows and what is making them so good at the moment and sparking their attack is actually their defense. They're top of the AFL in intercept marks, and then you compile that with their ability to turn these turnovers into points, where they also rank first. And they're scoring almost a goal more off turnovers than any other club in the AFL. Then you've got the problems with Port Adelaide. Look, they've been inconsistent all year. They've tried to fight back this season, but we saw what can happen to Port in periods of the game last week against the Hawks. Look, it was locked 40-40 midway through the third quarter, and then Port just stopped turning up. They stopped competing. They were losing those contested possessions where they rank in the bottom 4 in the AFL this season. And they scored, I think, 9 more points after midway through the third quarter when Hawthorn doubled their score and some. So, look, they're not going to be able to do that against the Adelaide Crows. The Crows will kick on and the Crows will punish them. So the weather is going to slow down their scoring a little bit, I believe, but it's also going to slow down Port's. But this game should be a tight tussle in bad conditions. So when we're looking at player props in this one, I love, especially in these derby matches, to look at who performs well against their biggest rival. And in this one, it's actually Isaac Rankin when it comes to the goal scoring. It's really hard to pick the goal scorers for the Crows because they have so many weapons up front. But Rankin has scored 2 or more goals in his last 5 games against Port Adelaide and averaging something like 2.8 during that time. So I like Rankin for the double and almost getting double your money there, which is great odds. And then on the other side of the ball, it's all about Zach Butters. Look, Butters has 30 plus disposals in 3 of his last 4 games, and against the Crows, he's actually averaging 35 possessions per game in his last 4. So he's going to be the one that steps up, and obviously going to be the one that's going to have to compete hardest to keep Port Adelaide in this match. But it's not going to be enough. The Crows are going to dominate. They're going to keep pushing towards a premiership, in my opinion. And poor old Port, this loss will almost officially put them out of the race for the top 8, and they will miss finals this week. So let's recap it. The Adelaide Crows to win by a 1-39 margin due to the poor weather. Then you've got Isaac Rankin for 2+ goals and Zach Butters 30+ disposals. Just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.